Hello everybody, happy holidays and welcome back to another video here on Sly Fox Productions. Today, I will be unboxing the Lionel ready-to-play Bluetooth and Smoke Polar Express. So, let's dive right in. Starting with the box. Packaging here shows the train in its entirety. Something that I did notice is that the box art is actually not the ready-to-play Polar Express, but the G-scale Polar Express. I don't know why Lionel still uses that as the train for the box art. That's just Lionel. Start here. Let's start here with the whole consist. Start off strong with the engine. Look at that. I don't see any real big differences between this and the original ready-to-play Polar Express, minus the fact that I guess it has this spot here, this little plug, so you drop the water through here, I guess, and that makes the smoke. Looks like inside the stack there is also a light. I know that Lionel put like a blue light in the smoke stack for other ready-to-play sets that they've recently added smoke to. Overall, pretty good detail. Got the switch on the top. Looks like there's 3 different settings, one for Bluetooth and then one for something else. We'll figure out what that does. Okay, moving on, we got the tender. Once again, no real big differences between this and the original ready-to-play tender. And I will do a comparison later on in the video between the original and the new one. Starting off with our first coach. Well, right off the bat, the first thing I notice is that this version does not have the silhouettes in the windows. It's just a flat yellow. Overall, the body seems like the same as the original as well. The only big difference, once again, that I notice is the blank windows. Now, move on to the observation car. Once again, pretty much exactly the same as the standard ready-to-play, except for there being no silhouettes in the windows. Well, that's pretty nice. Looks like it does come with a dropper for the water, so you can drop it into the locomotive for the smoke, but I actually decided to just get a syringe. I'm actually using a Sooth syringe for a Sooth smoke generator, just because it's easier to use. From what I've heard, it's easier to use compared to Lionel's dropper. This train set, I found out, does not come with a controller. It only connects via Bluetooth. I do know that Lionel said in their advertisements that this train could be connected via the Universal Lion Chief remote. I'm unsure about that, but I will probably test that theory in a later video. So anyway, with all that being said, let's get to testing all the electronics. Switch it to Bluetooth. as you can see here, on the front of the locomotive, it has the blinking light that you would normally see on most Lion Chief engines before you connect with the remote. It makes the same, I guess, whistling noise. Notice that there is still a light in the back, but it is not flashing like the original one Ready to Play Polar Express would when you have it started. So what we're going to do now is open up the Lion Chief Plus app. So here, open the Lion Chief app. Go in here, and there it is right there. So select it and connect. Oh, look at that. We've already got some smoke going, some very thick smoke, very nice. Wow, that's actually really nice. So, we'll just get another better view of the side there. We've got the working headlight. We've got the water vapor smoke. Looks like, yes, there is in fact a blue light inside the stack. The smoke, can't tell, but it appears to be fan driven, possibly. I don't really know how this humidifier type stuff works. Now that we've gotten through that, let's run through some of the sound features on the locomotive. Because this is Lion Chief, I'm pretty sure that this has different sound functions, but first let's just go through the announcement.
All aboard! This is the Polar Express!
Alright. Standard announcement, you hear it in every Lionel Polar Express. Let's listen to the bell now. Okay. That's very nice. The original toy didn't even have a toggling bell. You could only press it and it would ring maybe 4 times, and then you'd have to press the button again. But this is very nice. This seems more like the O-scale Polar Express that Lionel released. Let's hear the whistle. Let's see what that sounds like. Wow, that's very impressive. This is definitely a step up from what Lionel had before with their ready-to-play trains. Just for my first impressions of this thing is very well made. I think there are probably some other features on it that we'll dive into later. But right now, let's get a look at it. Let's start rolling. Oh. Wow, okay. The synchronized chuffing works very well. Okay, and this is low speed. Let's see if we could crawl it. Okay, so this is at the slowest speed setting, looks like. It has a pretty decent crawl given that it's ready to play. Let's turn it up to medium speed. Alright. Pretty good. Let's see what full speed looks like. Wow, very nice. The smoke, the chuffing function is, in my opinion, really well done. If you compare it to the original Ready to Play Polar Express. I know that if you go into the settings button here, that you can toggle the smoke. Let's see if we can toggle smoke on this engine. Oh, it looks like you can toggle the smoke. Well, that's a very nice feature on this engine, because sometimes, you know, when you're running trains, you don't want smoke. I like that they still that even though it's just a ready-to-play toy and that it's simpler than most other Lionel trains, it still has all the electronic functions and all of the niceties that they put into their Lion Chief engines. They're nicer quality trains. I think this will really help get people back into the hobby of model railroading again. So now we'll go into the other Lion Chief functions. We'll go into the volume. Looks like you have volume control of the whistle. Let's try the pitch. Very nice. Now we can pitch with the bell. Alright, let's try muting it. Very nice. Alright. Those are some nice functions. When we switch it to reverse, it looks like that light in the back does come on. So you see the light, we have the light that's in the back, the indicator light. When you switch to reverse, the light does come on, which is pretty nifty. I guess it comes with its own backup light now. Okay. Overall, pretty nice features on the locomotive. Smoke seems to be running for a decent amount of time, given that it's only a water vapor and there's not very much in there. Let's get another look at the chuffing. Let's see the other announcements.
I am the king of the North Pole!
It's again same as the original Lionel Polar Express. Okay, and now here we have a comparison between the new Bluetooth ready-to-play Polar Express and the original ready-to-play Polar Express from 2019. This one, I did repaint this one, so it does look a little bit different from the newer ready-to-play Polar Express. But overall, the molded details are identical, basically. The only difference is that I could really see is the cap on the Bluetooth engine and the absence of a water cap on the original toy. Both of them, you insert the batteries the same way through the cab. Both of them have a power switch at the rear of the boiler. Now, something I want to do is get a comparison between the sound functions. We've heard the sound in this engine. Now let's hear the sound in this locomotive. Obviously it has the ready-to-play controller with it. You flip the switch, starts beeping, has the flashing light. So what we have right now in comparison, definitely a louder train. The original toy train was definitely significantly louder than the newer Bluetooth engine. The idling sound is also a little different, a little less realistic. Now let's have a listen at the announcement. And then we'll have a listen to the bell and whistle. And on this engine, the chuffing sequence is very different. The chuffing is much quicker, it's a little less, the sound is a little more bit crushed, I guess. overall, it pretty much runs the same, just different with the sounds. And we've got the different announcement.
Are you kidding? Of the North Pole!
So overall, very different. There's a big difference between the sound quality in both of these engines. The newer one, definitely much nicer, much cleaner. Okay, so now we are here. I've set up the track around the Christmas tree, with the little village and everything. And we're now going to give the Polar Express its first real run down the track.
All aboard! This is the Polar Express!
Now, one final feature of the locomotive that I would like to highlight is that third switch, or that third setting on the switch here that I mentioned, the three-way power switch. Turns out that when you switch it to the non-Bluetooth mode, it has a pre-programmed sequence in the locomotive, so it'll start up and start driving itself. Let's get a look at that.
All aboard! This is the Polar Express!
And there she goes. And basically the locomotive will continue to run and play the various sound effects until the power switch is turned off. You know, at first, when I ordered this model, I was a little bit skeptical about how well it would work or whether or not it would even have that great sound quality because I hadn't seen any reviews of it myself, but when I unboxed it and I took it out and ran it, holy cow, I really underestimated this model. I think Lionel did a very good job on it. They did wonderfully with the smoke. The thing that I love the most about the smoke feature is the fact that it is safe, it's breathable, because it uses the same technology that a humidifier would use. It's like an ultrasonic speaker or something, and it vaporizes the water. When it vibrates, it creates this mist. So, unlike standard Lionel trains, which have oil-based smoke that is at times toxic to breathe, this does the complete opposite. This can at times be healthy. It adds moisture to the air. It's basically a humidifier on wheels. Overall, the Bluetooth feature is very nice, very handy. It's fun to use, especially the voice commands. The only criticism that I really have for this model is the fact that it does not come with its own controller, because not everybody has access to Bluetooth to run this model, and I'm sure that they would love to be able to still control all the features and functions and the speed. And once again, I did hear that the Universal Lion Chief remote is supposedly able to connect to this engine, so I will test that in another video, but that's just going to have to wait a while because of the holidays and I have a lot going on. But I think just overall, 10 out of 10, very well made, very pleased with the sound quality and the running of the engine. Props to Lionel. Thank you for watching, everybody. Merry Christmas.